is Professor Theoceratops, and may I introduce you to Digging Deeper Bite Size. Hey, welcome! Welcome to episode 16. To know that you are joining me today makes me feel better than having a warm bowl of soup on a cold winter's day. Now, if you remember, last week we saw that the gospel is a message. It's the good news about Jesus, how he died and he rose from the dead again, and what that means for us. Now today, I'm going to talk about from the Bible one of my favourite things about that message. It is known as adoption. Adoption. Now, the Bible tells us that God is a father. He talks about God being a father. He actually is better than any other father ever. He looks after his children perfectly, always does what is best for them, and he loves them so much. He really does. But you see, there is some bad news to this story. Sin is always bad news. People who are sinful, that's everybody, can no longer call themselves God's children. It's like they've run away from home, and God is no longer their father. It's terrible. It doesn't mean that God has stopped loving them totally, but things have definitely changed for the worse. They have. They are no longer his children, and he is no longer their father. And because sin is so bad and God hates it so much, he can't just accept them back into the family. They are covered with sin. It is too bad. But you see, that is why God sent Jesus to die on the cross. This is good news. When Jesus died, he got rid of sin once for all for people who trust in him. And then, when someone does trust in Jesus, their sin is gone, and God adopts them back into his family. They can become his children again. Have a look at these verses. Have a look at these verses. Don't forget to pause the video. Did you look at those verses? What he's saying is those people who trust in Jesus, they can be God's children again. He is their father. He will be the best father to them ever, and will always do what is best for them. He will love his children so much, and he will give them many good things. And they can have this great, amazing relationship again. It's actually a relationship better than any other relationship that we could ever have. How good is that? All because of Jesus. Now, that actually leads me into my question for today. So please stay tuned for the question. Welcome back to the question. Now, my question today comes from Gemma at Saturday EV. Now, Gemma asks, does God answer prayer? Now, Gemma, this is a great question, because sometimes it does seem like God doesn't answer our prayers. But the Bible, it is very clear about prayer. God does promise to answer certain prayers. Which prayers are he, you ask? Well, he promises to answer all the prayers of those who are his children. Anyone who trusts in Jesus and becomes God's child again can absolutely know that God will answer all of their prayers. He may not answer straight away, or he may choose to say no instead of yes. But if you're a child of God, then you can know that he will always do what is best for you. And that way, if we pray for something and we don't get it, it must be because God has something even better in store for us. It's better for us to not get that thing. He's got something even better. We might not know what that thing is, but He always knows better than us. And He knows what's better for us than we do. He knows better. And we can trust Him. You see, we can trust Him because He sent His own Son to die for us. We know that He doesn't hold back good things from us. So, if you or anyone else watching trusts in Jesus, then pray. Pray to your Father in heaven and know that He will listen and do what is best. I hope that's helpful, Gemma. Now you and everybody else, please keep digging deeper into the Bible, even if it is just in bite-sized pieces. I am Professor Theoceratops, and God, He adopts people as His children. Goodbye.